Good morning, Jamily. Holy cow, we're live from inside the RV, getting this painting done. Okay, anyway, so today, guys, I'm going to show you guys. Hold on. Let's see here. So today, we're going to finish this area because I've got to get between the toilet and there and then down behind there and this side. But I got to finish this. Sink is now white. It's not done yet. It needs another layer. But we've got pretty much all this area done. Yesterday, we got this area first coat done, so around the refrigerator. I even painted the, it kind of had a funky brownish rusty color to the cover. So I went ahead and painted that white, but I also taped off right over the words because the words are in white. So I taped over the words, so that'll be brown right there. Hi, Kelly. So as you guys can see, I've got a mess. I've got the drop cloth. I'm going to tape this off today as well. The goal today is to get at least everything in here a first layer of the white primer. But I've already got this taped off. I've got to finish taping along here. I've got to take the sander and get some of these extra areas kind of sanded down so that they don't have those rough edges. But this right now is going to be the goal to get this done. So we're going to be working on that, and then we'll go from like right here over and do all the taping. So that's kind of what we're at right now. So I've got the paint pan because I need to put the paint in here. Oh, I probably need to move the razor. So I keep my razors right here because if you're doing painting, you know what I mean. When you're doing painting and stuff, razors are good to have. So like when you do your tape, you can make clean edges. So that's what these are for. So like if you're doing this here, you can paint, like you can do the painting and then you can tape around the edges. This poor door just does not, the paint did not take, the primer did not take well to the door. So that's probably going to be another chore. And I did end up making curtains for these. I wasn't going to at first. I was just going to put a thing on here. I know that when you step outside, you can't really see through this, but at night, when the lights are on inside the RV, you definitely can. So yeah, with these right here, like right now, if you're outside, just like with the side windows, during the daytime, when there's no lights on inside the RV, you can't really see inside the RV. But at night, you can definitely see in once lights come on. So this window here and this window here, I made small curtains to go over. And then, of course, we have the one for the back. I was going to put curtains, you guys. I was going to put in a curtain that ran across right here in front of the bed. But I have an extremely gorgeous bed set that's going in here. And it'll be really nice once it's up here. So there's no point in putting the curtain. And the only place to mount this bad boy was right here. So there was no way to put the curtain right here because the curtain rod was going to attach to this big beam right here. So because this big beam is right here, the curtain rod was going to be attached on this side, but the curtains would end up hitting right into this. So that's not going to work. So that's going to be a no-go on that part. We finally, there is in this place here. Then this gap here, we have our table and chairs that we are bringing. So this actually sets right back here. The chairs lay down sideways right here, and then the table is right up underneath the window, and then the couch thing sits right in front of it. So it ended up, we ended up taking away some of our space floor-wise, but we still have a lot of other space still. So this whole area is free of space. But yes, this now has the space for the bed for Sarah, which worked out really nice. So we're happy we did that. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about maybe not bringing the futon and just putting her mattress that we have. We have a really nice mattress that would fit right here nicely, because as of right now, the futon thing comes up too high and it cuts off the window. And I want to try to eliminate taking away our window space. So we're going to play with it and see. But yeah. So, so that's that. So let's plug you guys in here so that way we keep a good Wi-Fi signal. The wind is blowing super, super hard today. So if we lose our signal or the Wi-Fi drops out, oh, did I get stuff on this? Okay, hold on. Sit you guys down for a minute. 1 second. don't know how that got stuff on it. I must have had wet hands when I grabbed that yesterday. Make sure it's charging. It is. Okay, so I want to figure out a way that we can set you guys so you guys can see the work that's going on. So give me a second. Bring over this bad boy. And maybe this might work. Let's give it a try. Is this even gonna reach? Nope. So that's not gonna reach. So let's see if we can do it from here. Oh, probably not, huh? Let's see you guys way back here. I may not be able to see comments while I'm painting, if this is the case, because you guys are going to be way back here. I just don't want you guys to fall forward, which would really suck. And the wind's blowing super hard, so sorry guys. Let's go ahead and get started on getting that in here. And if you guys are wondering, yes, this is the same shirt from yesterday. I'm using it as my painting shirt because I don't mind with the way that this is like all tie-dyed of getting like paint and stuff on it, so it's all good. Alright, where's it at? Oh, it was a snake and it bit me. The funny part is we may not have enough paint to, like, primer to get through the whole RV. We may just have to do just that first layer and then call it for now. I got the paint roller right here. All right, here we go. I'm going to be covered in paint by the end of this today. I can already tell you that much right now. I kind of have to go slow on some of this because that paint just splatters off of here. Like I said, I won't be able to see your guys' comments just yet, but I will come and look and check back on them. So, give me a few minutes. I'm going to paint the door and then I will come check comments. Oh yeah, I'm splattering paint everywhere. Hold on. I don't even need to I don't know why I have that plugged in anyway. Aw, thank you, Kelly. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Okay, let's see here. Let's bring you back. Okay, let's see if we can get our signal back. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yep, cannot move you guys to that side of the RV. We lose the Wi-Fi signal. And it is blowing like crazy outside. So, holy moly. Okay, so we got the cupboard door painted. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get these sides the way I want to get them. And, well, I mean, I got all that off. Let's give it a go. I'll have to get the other little sponge out here in a little bit because I need to get the bottom underneath done as well. Probably should move that out of the way. See if I can try to do this without making an absolute utter mess. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay, you can stay in there, thing. I don't need you out here. Yeah, I really, like, my back yesterday was so sore, you guys, from being down underneath this, doing all these low walls yesterday. I might be able to do that without the other thing. Oh, I forgot I painted that already. Casualty. Okay, oh, no, you need to go back in there. Grab the outside of the door when I shouldn't have. There we go. Well, that just messed that all up, didn't it? Okay, we'll do that part in a little bit. Don't worry about that part right now. And I'm no professional painter, so I don't want to hear it from anybody about how I'm doing this wrong or whatever. To me, it's all about just getting it done so that it looks decent enough for us to be living in. We're not trying to make it perfect. Yeah, and the roller does not reach between the toilet and the wall, so that's going to be a fun one to figure out. I can get it down under here, but I can't get it right in that one area. Yas. Yas, yas. Alright, and I got paint all over the end of this. That's the part that's like splattering everywhere. I'm gonna start painting it, all just comes flying off of there. Okay. Yeah, the bottom part there is gonna have to be done with the sponge. Oh yeah, being stuck right there. That's going to be the part that's going to be my hardest part. Alright, that's going to be sponge material down there. Because can't get to it. Okay, you bet, Kelly. Alright. Woo. Now, trying to figure out that bottom section right there. Oh. I mean, there's definitely going to be some imperfections, of course. So, it's not going to be like the world's perfect paint job. I don't think I can get the roller in here. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, that's about as far up as that's going to fit. One way in. Yas. Yeah, and then we'll get the sponge in there. Literally, you guys, I'm all covered in paint already. Been in here 5 minutes. Yeah, and I'm already covered in paint. So. Oh, by the way, it's blowing like 40-mile-an-hour winds outside. So the whole RV is shaking like crazy. Watch. The bell thing is just wiggling because the RV is just shaking. Hey, it's keeping my drink shaken up for me. So, and this bad boy, I don't know if I'll be able to open it right now, but we're gonna show you. So, holy cow, that is so cold. So, oh, forgot. Gotta pull the pin. Gotta pull the pin. But we got the refrigerator going. Sarah and I have ice cold drinks out here since we've been out here working. Yeah, the wind is super flippin' strong right now. But I need to put a second layer on this one right here just because I really want this area really well covered. But, and also, of course, when I used the sponge method thing, it didn't come out as well as I wanted to. And by the way, this is getting painted too. So don't worry about the paint on the roof. People are like, you should have put painter's tape. No, because we're actually painting the roof. So, or the ceiling, sorry. But with the white refrigerator, it's going to be like we have a white and black refrigerator, and I wanted it to, I didn't want it to look like a sore thumb because it just really stuck out from that wood paneling and it just didn't look good. But I got to get these knobs off. So all these knobs got to come off. But yeah, so this is what we're getting. This is what it was. So you guys can see how dark of a space the brown makes it. And then you turn and you've got this white open space. It looks so much more open and welcoming and whatnot with the white space. So not everything's gonna be white, just a FYI. So cabinetry and the cupboard are going to be a light gray. The walls will be the white. So like on here, this area right here, so that this little wall that comes this way and this is going to be the light gray. This back wall is going to be white. This will stay white here. This door will get painted light gray. And then this flap here will get painted light gray. The walls behind it up here are going to stay white, and then there's going to be a backsplash around the window. And the backsplash is like, it's kind of a bunch of different colors. So you've got like light gray, light blue, dark blue, like, and a cream color that goes into it. So it's kind of like ocean themed, so to speak. She's a seafarer. That's the name of her. She's a seafarer. It's also painted on the outside of her. And then this as well. So the kitchen, the backsplash is going to start from here, and it's going to come all the way down, and it's going to cover through the kitchen. So the kitchen stops Supposed to stop right there, but I'm not going to count that part as the kitchen. I'm going to stop the tiling right around this window. And then this bracket kind of, that becomes the other space. So all of these will get painted a very light gray. So the whole upper part will be all light gray. Same thing with the lower part will be all light gray. Hi T3. And then all light gray here and all light gray. This here, like this whole cabinetry will become light gray since it is considered a cabinet area. But then, like I said, the base, like the basic walls. So all the walling, white. These here I will be taping off because these are metal covers. So we want to keep these the wood color. Those will be standing out. And then the rod that runs down the center will also be covered up so it doesn't get painted. But everything else around these will be all white. And then same thing up there, all white. And behind these supports will be white. And then the cab color, we're not even worried about the front driving cab area. It's so very like, it's very 70s throwback. I will be buying and putting in a new radio and new speakers because the speakers in here do not sound good. Which is funny because one of the speakers is right there. And then the other one is over here by the bed. Hear me? I don't even know why I left that there. Is by the bed, which is right here behind the TV. So these will be coming out. I'm going to probably get some different speaker covers because these ones are so like 1970s, really throwback, but they're also very old and cracked. So that'll eventually get changed as well. But got the curtains thrown up there, the bathroom curtain thing that the bathroom door are up there. So that's what I'm working on today. I am covered in paint. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. Probably not going to sit here live streaming the whole time I'm painting because that can be super boring. So for now, hi Chris. For now I'm just kind of hanging out. This wind is something else. Like look at that. That thing is just rocking and rolling. Like, oh my God. I don't even know if you guys can see how bad the wind is blowing, but all the trees are going. All the trees are just going crazy out here. But yeah, we're really close, like in between houses, so it won't be too bad right here. Well, I should say the trees won't be moving so bad, but you can see the big palm trees are literally like swaying over in the wind. I hate seeing palm trees do. I know they're meant to be able to do that, but holy moly. You can really see it going crazy on this side. Like, look at that tree. Holy cow. The sky is gorgeous outside though. Yeah, it's super windy here. It's like, it was pouring rain last night, like pouring rain. And it really sucks on Nevada side. And so this cat just like moseyed on up to the food bowl over here. Trees have been falling and fences blown over. Yeah, it's a total mess. Our the new neighbors that moved in over here, he had to go like rush outside to grab all their stuff because they're doing construction on the property that they just bought. Oh, it looks like he lost a couple things that are stuck up against the fence. Well, you know, it is what it is. The sun is on this side. That's why this window is so bright right now. Oh yeah, you like my paint job, my tape job on the faucet because I didn't want to get any paint on it. Here's the difference though, you guys, right? So that's the sink. That was, here, let's do it this way. See this color? Well, this color here, that used to be that color. And I have since painted this up. So we'll be getting that same paint into here. This also is going to get painted because it needs to be. It just looks bad. Well, what was that? Yeah, no doubt, right? It's raining, man. It was definitely raining last night. It was funny too because Danny wanted outside. She was not having being inside, and I was like, "It's raining out there," and she was just like whining and whining and whining and whining and whining. So I was like, "All right." So I opened the door. She goes running out the door, and I shut the door. And next thing I know, she comes coming right back around, and I was like, "No, go potty. Since you're already out there and you're now already wet, go potty." So she went out there, went potty, came back in. She was soaking wet. Which was kind of good though because she was so filthy before I sent her out there. So I went ahead and gave her, like, washed her the rest of the way, dried her off, and then finally got her to bed. But man, last night, that puppy did not at all want to go to sleep. Why did I? I'll sit with you guys for a minute because here we go. Well. So, ow. Well, I am just covered in paint now. Woohoo! No, not where we're at. We're in Arizona, so we won't even get. If there's any hurricanes that come in, like on the California coast or anything, which I think is really rare, but if they do come in, like in that area, we'll get some of the winds from that, but we won't get like hit by like an actual like hurricane. So. But yeah, so no, we don't have to worry about that. That wind is really moving. But yeah, I think honestly we're probably going to go ahead and put the mattress right here because then it will sit low enough, and then with the pillows up here, they'll sit under the window, and then the curtain will be here. Because right now with the futon in here, it literally blocks the curtain, like it pushes the curtain up against the window. And then if you want to open the window, like the curtains, then you end up with having to pull the mattress forward and all that. That's a big mess. At least with the mattress here, we can slide the mattress forward to grab the stuff behind it and then slide it back into place. So, but yeah, I'm just covered in paint, you know, because that's what happens when you're working on painting an RV or painting in general. Oh, I gotta get these off of here and sand this. There's old Velcro here on this because the other thing that was in here, the dinette set, the pieces that were the backrest of the dinette set, they Velcro, like had Velcro on the back of them to hold it in place. But this was clearly done by the previous people, not by like a professional, because they're not even spaced correctly and they weren't even lined up correctly on the cushion. So that's a thing. Here's a tip, guys. If you're ever going to Velcro something, right? If you're ever going to do something with Velcro, you keep the two pieces of the Velcro, right? The coarse side and the smooth side, like what they call the soft side, which Velcro together. You keep them together, right? And then what you do is you put them on the object you want Velcroed. So like say the cushion. You put them where you want them on the cushion. Then you line up your cushion or whatever where you want it to be at, and then put your adhesive on the back and press it to the thing that you want it to be Velcroed to. You put your adhesive on the back of the Velcro, and then you press it in place and then secure it there so that it has time to dry. Once it's dry and you peel it away, they'll already be all lined up and you'll never have to line them up again. They'll already be there. And they'll be perfectly lined up because you already had them together when you put them into the object you wanted them on. Because if you try to put it one side of the Velcro on the object and then maybe get the measurement to where you want the second ones to the back side of them to be, you're never going to line them up correctly, and they're going to come out like this did. All like some of them are like wonky, didn't stay right. Don't do that to yourself. But yeah. So there's still quite a bit to do in here. I've got to take these curtain holder pieces off because they're actually going to get used for a whole nother reason. Like one of them is going to get used for the bathroom window because I got to be able to pull the bathroom window or curtain out of the way when I'm driving, because when you're driving this big old girl, you have to be able to see out that back window through your rearview mirror. Looks directly out that back window to see the back side of the RV. when you're driving down the road. You still also have the big side mirrors, but it's good to also have that. And we'll have the car on a car dolly behind this, so it would be nice to be able to make sure I can see the car and that it's still there, or that it's not like swaying too much. I mean, you're not going to drive this big old girl, you know, too fast anyway. But yeah, so I was trying to figure out her square footage. I was doing some mathematics, and I'm totally wrong on her square footage, so I need to rethink it. She's supposed to be, as far as I know, 26, but I don't think she's 26 feet because this thing is 10 feet tall, from the ground outside to her highest point, on top. And I was trying to figure that out in here, and I know she is, like when I measure on the inside, she is roughly 8 feet height wise, and then if I measure her from the back window all the way to this front window, she measures roughly 21, maybe 23 feet. So mathematically, so 23 feet by 8 will get you your numbers. So 24. So 184 square feet, roughly. That's not bad. I mean, she's definitely just shy of being 200 square feet of living space. So, no, we're actually trying to have this done in the next 19 days. So, yes, by next month, by March 1st. So, yeah, because today's the 10th, right? Yeah, so we have 19 days to get her finished, which I'm not doing all the backsplash and stuff right now. Right now, the biggest thing is to get the base coat on, like get the primer in. Once the primer is done, then we can get everything in here, and then when we get to where we're going, we can go ahead and do step by step getting the regular paint on the walls. But as of right now, the biggest thing right now is just to get the primer on the walls, because we don't want to be residing in here with all this wood paneling look. It kind of is drab, and it makes you feel kind of, you know, So we want to at least get all the walls painted and the cabinetry painted in the primer. It's definitely not going to be the prettiest of looks while it's primered. I don't expect it to be. I expect it, though, to definitely look better than this, the wall stuff that's on there right now, because this stuff is really like, I don't even know what's the word. It's just so aged, and it just doesn't look pretty. And with the primer on the walls, at least it gives it a sense of like she's in progress, which is what the goal is. This is my project. This is something I will be working on. This is my goal now, is to make sure she is livable and sustainable and comfortable and feels like a home. So that's kind of the goal. And watching as I'm like, I don't know how to explain it to anybody else, but as I've progressively gotten in here and done more work, I'm watching as my home is opening up from the back end to the front. Like, as I'm progressing this way with the paint, it is amazing. Yeah, I definitely know I can. Honestly, if I come in here, here's the thing. This is my bad. If I came in here today and just decided to get all the tape up, right? Get all the tape done, which is probably what I should do. Spend today just taping everything. Get all the tape on all the spots that need to be taped. Then after that, literally after that, all I would do is just come through here and paint it, right? Get the drop cloths painted or taped down, because right now I just throw the drop cloth down. It doesn't stay put, especially if I catch the edges with the roller or something. But the goal would be get everything taped that I know needs tape. Then after everything is taped, then come back through and do all the painting. One, it would probably make things go a lot faster than painting and then stopping and then taping and then painting and then stopping and then taping. So probably the best bet would be to just get in here and tape it. Get all the tape on every spot that needs tape. And then go from there. Some of the things that I have, like these lights that we have in here, like these things, these big old babies, They are super annoying. One, they are the ugliest of color, and they're so outdated, but they are way better, like power wise, like the power they pull. Um, the two that we do have that are like my favorite lights are on the other side, underneath the TV, and they give off the best light in here when we're stationary. And when it's dark in here. These right here, when it's dark in here and you turn these on, they look almost a fluorescent blue color. And against this wood paneling does absolutely nothing. You can't see in here with those on because it's such a like dim bluish colored light. I do know that once we've gotten everything painted and white, the light should bounce off of the white better. Oh my God, the whole RV is rocking. Holy crap. That's going to be a fun one to learn when we're all parked up, is the nice little rides we're going to go on. So today's goal, let's get it all taped up. Get everything taped up that I can get taped up, and then come through and paint. Because, yeah, the taping and then stopping and taping and stopping and taping and stopping is kind of annoying. I did get all the flooring edging around the kitchen area already taped, so I need to probably go ahead and tape the rest of it and then go from there. But yeah, this is gonna be a heck of an adventure. I gotta sand all this excess glue off of these walls on this side over here. So that's gonna be an adventure in itself. Yeah. And like I said, we may actually end up painting over those wood covers. They're not wood, they're actually like a plasticky metal stuff that's covering the big metal supports that run through the RV. I may end up painting those. I don't know yet because I love the ones that are around the front door, because they kind of embrace around the thing that says Seafarer. But yeah, so there's that. But I also have been trying to figure out how I want to put up some of our family photos. So that's going to be an adventure in itself. I have like 2 ideas of spots that I'm probably going to put a photo up. But I want it to feel like home in here, right? So I want to make sure we have some photos up. And I really like a lot of the Seafarer edition pieces that are in here, but I also know that I would like to have some of my own touches. So I may take down her internal things that she had up, and then that way I can put some little smaller family photo things here and there and around. I do know I can put some photos right there by, like, going by the bathroom. I can put the really pretty bless all who enter sign that can go right above where it says Seafarer right now. We can put that there. Right above the refrigerator, I can put a couple of smaller photos. And then these braces on the sides, we can do like a thing on that to set a photo there and another one on the other side. We have a bunch of lights already. I've got this is actually funny. I have these lights that were meant for when we had our swimming pool, right? So you could swim at night, and they have a magnetic plate on the back. Well, we're going to take those magnetic plates and we are going to put those in 4 different spots in here. It's remote controlled. And we are going to be able to have those lights sit in the spots that we pick. And they were white and blue, so I'm painting the back side of them white. And then that way they will blend in. And then those work really, really well. And so I want to do that. I never did test out to see if the stove light works. I just realized I actually have a stove light and I never even tested it. But yeah, so it is so windy. I'm trying to hope it warms up a little bit more because it is definitely nippy out here. It's not freezing, but it's definitely not warm. But it is what it is, right? So told Sarah that today she's really got to crack down and get like her room sorted. It's like a tornadic mess in there, like a tornado hit, because we're supposed to this coming weekend do a yard sale. Now, if weather permits and it isn't in an absolute insane windy mess, we will be doing the yard sale this weekend, which will be really nice to get the yard sale done because it'll allow me. Whoa. It'll allow me to get a couple extra items that we need for the RV. So, but yeah. Oh my God, that was so loud. I'm so sorry, guys, because that caught me off guard. I think it was the neighbor's thing over here, but it sounded like it bounced off our wall. But that's just because our wall's right here, so the sound ricochets. This wind is crazy. But yeah, so 2 of the things I have to get. One, the vent cover back here. Again, because the neighbor's tree broke the new one. Even though we keep climbing up there and cutting that piece of the tree away, it still keeps coming back down and hit, like, I can't figure out which branch it is that keeps coming back down and busting the cover. But I did find out that we can actually get, instead of the plastic cover, because we live in Arizona, we can go ahead and get the metal cover. So I'm getting the metal cover. It's silver, but I'm going to paint it white. One, it'll keep it from getting scalding hot and radiating heat in here. But yeah, I'm going to put the metal cover up there because right now this plastic over and over again, and it's in the Arizona heat. Arizona sun just demolishes plastic. And then the other thing I need to get in here is I need to get a small saw because I've got wood flooring stuff that I need to cut and get it placed. So that's the next adventure that I have to do. But we're just bringing the flooring with us because I'm just going to work my way from the bathroom up to the front. So as I get that side done, I can put the pups on that side and then finish laying this side. But I do need something to cut the pieces of the flooring with. And it doesn't need to be like a really fancy saw or anything, just something that's simple and easy to use. Even a hand saw would work. Because once you get like the groove cut, then you just fold the piece and it'll pop. It'll pretty much cut in half. You just have to give it the push on the lining that you want it to cut at. But the flooring that we're going to put in is a little bit thinner than this flooring. But it's way prettier. Yeah, well, Sarah's room was organized. And then, of course, as we started doing all this stuff, she started going through everything. And everything ended up smack in the middle of the room. So that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, so after looking and considering a bunch of stuff, I think I've decided that we are going to put her mattress in here. She has a really nice bamboo mattress. I think would go better in here than the futon. Just for aesthetic purposes, for one, but two, it's a mattress and it is guaranteed to be a bit more solid and comfortable versus that futon, which has a habit of like sliding out of place. And I don't want it yanking the curtains down in the middle of the night. So I think if we put that in here, the table's going to be back here. So then put the pillows in front of that. You won't see the table back here. And the table, you guys know, it's just one of those little thin black tables that has the legs that fold in. We can use that for when we're sitting outside and eating and whatever. But yeah, so that's what we're going to have back here. And then I need to get the water tank in. I've got all the pieces, but I'm trying to figure out, there's one piece on here and I cannot for the life of me figure out where it's supposed to go. Like at all. I'm completely baffled. I can see where everything else like screws together and attaches. There's one piece and I'm like, what is it for? And why is it part of this? Why was it with all of the pump and everything? I think it's some kind of filter, but I can't tell. And it's so like all the writing and stuff is missing off of it. So I'm going to take all of these pieces over to the RV place and be like, could you please explain this to me? I have searched all over YouTube, right? I have searched every crevice, crack, everything of YouTube, trying to find a video installing the water tank in a 1977 RV. And there isn't a single video. Not one. Not even one that even had a tank that resembled mine. And so I'm like, what? So I am kind of stuck trying to figure it out. Like my friend came out and we figured out what all goes where, right? So we got all that figured out. We got the tank set in here. We got everything kind of laid out. But then there's two pieces and neither of us can figure out where the heck they go. The one piece, absolutely not. The other piece, I think I know where it might go in between two of the things we think go together. I'm like, I think that goes there because it's the water valve. So that's for turning on and off the water to allow water into the tank or out of the tank or whatever. Okay, no problem. But I don't know where this weird filtery thing, and then I found this solenoid thing. I don't know where it goes. So, because look, there's this thing, right? It's got the thread tape on it. Can I please? Thank you, thing. So this is your thread tape. Put that back on there. So this thing, because this is your valve. But there's this piece on this end, and then this piece on this end, and then this piece. I think I know where this piece goes. And I think I know what goes hooked here from underneath the sink. But I don't know what goes right here. And I've yet to figure it out. I thought maybe this piece did. But then I'm like, well, there's nothing on that end. Because I thought maybe this went in here. Because, of course, it's two pieces of the same type of rubber tubing. But it just will not, like, it just won't stay in there. So I was like, okay, well, then this piece is a piece that slides into something else. I can't figure it out for the life of me. So, there's that. So that's going to be an adventure in itself. But I do know the tank really needs to get put in because we need to be able to test and make sure our water is working. Because ain't nothing going to be worse than being in here and having no running water. We don't want that. So, ow, ow, ow. But yeah, so we already know where the piece is that's going to pump water out of the tank. We know where the piece is that's going to attach to each of the lines that goes out of the tank, right? So we know where it comes out. So we've got the piece that connects to the tank that's pulling water, and then it pumps through the pump and then out of the, out to the lines, right? To the lines that go out. So now it's like, but where do these extra pieces go? And clearly they're part of the RV, so he pulled them all when he pulled the old tank out. So, yeah, we're struggling. We're on the struggle bus right now trying to figure this out. And I'm almost certain that the tank has to lay a certain way from where we wanted it to be able to connect to this. And there's a missing piece. Because there's a threaded piece that's got the threading tape on it. So clearly it was screwed into something. But what? Don't know. Yeah. So there's a lot to do. A lot of stuff to do. But I think I'm going to get underneath the sink and do that real quick. Because I need to figure out what piece I'm missing. And I think I need to figure out how we're going to lay this tank down underneath here. Because where the pump is, I don't think I'm going to be able to move it where I wanted it. I really, really, really wanted the water tank to stay underneath the sink. But to do that, that meant trying to get rid of the shelf that's in there. The pump is attached to the shelf. And it is too tight of a space to relocate the pump to the back wall, which I don't think it's probably a good idea to have it on the back wall anyway. So, but that means cutting away a piece of this bench piece underneath to fit the tank underneath this piece. And I don't know how well that's gonna work. So there's that. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get a few things done. I'll actually probably go live again later to show you whatever progress I've made. And yeah, so we'll see. All right, you guys, you're amazing. and we'll talk to you later.